question for you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing BMF. We got season 2. We got episode 1. We're gonna get to Chris's background. We get to a lot of things that we should not have happened.
You mean 2?
Season 2, episode 2. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And we shall get into
I think you wished it was episode 1 so we can actually possibly progress with the story. That's probably why you're probably thinking.
But we are not progressing with this.
Yeah.
But we will talk about all the silly shit. And why is it happening? We don't know. I'm trying to stay positive though. I'm sorry. I forgot. Let's move. Let's do it. Stacy. What did you think of this week's episode? As you cringe? Is that what you?
I was confused. Like, I don't know if my AD was kicking in, but I didn't understand how Terry discovered there was an issue with the traffic blocks and he had to rescue Big Mickey I didn't understand how any of that happened. Like, I was half asleep or what?
No. So when he was driving the customer who magically is going to tell everyone about his business, he saw the traffic stop. So when the cop told him, hey, we're doing these around town, he remembered his brother telling him that at some point, Big Mick was going to drive up with the drugs. So that he said, I have to immediately save him from being captured by the cops. That's how we got there. Stop it. But that's what happened. So,
okay, I didn't put 2 and 2 together, so I was confused.
I had to go back and watch it again. I was like, wait a minute, did I miss something? But no, that's what happened. That's what happened.
And I felt like I was watching Tyler Perry with the whole hospital scene with Lamar and the cop. They're gonna fuck up this character. I just feel it.
It's already a Tyler Perry level fuckery. I feel with the whole labor dispute at the airport. What the fuck? But whatever.
And then him putting the guy out because he wanted him to turn left instead of right. Like they say like Black people don't patronize Black businesses, but there's a reason. Like, I'm sorry.
I totally agree with that, Stacey. Black people treat Black people horribly. Every hairdresser I've had here has been the worst hairdresser I've ever had in my entire life. They are horrible. Anyway, back to business.
Let's get to at one point Lucille's gonna get her hair done, and we'll have to see that in slow motion. But
can we talk about Lucille? God.
Where do you want to start?
We putting credit in our babies' names again?
That's
that was happening back then.
I understand it. Thank God my mother never did that to me.
Yeah, I never did it to my kids either. But people
I've known people who had like messed up credit in like middle school. And I'm like, how is this happening?
Yep.
That's pure Blackness right there. That's us. That's definitely us. I don't know if any other culture goes to that bullshit, but we definitely do that to our kids. I don't know. It's sad. What's up, Chris? Go ahead, Chris. What you want to get on? You want to get on the wife? Because I got a lot.
Yo.
What's up?
Like, they won a freaking lawsuit.
And they're almost out of money. They're almost out of money. They're almost out of money.
My thing is, well, if you out of money, why you open up a damn limo service?
No.
They bought 4 cars.
That's how they did it. This motherfucker bought 4 cars with one
start
driver.
With 1 or 2?
No, 1 driver.
1 car.
But you gotta pay for licensing. That's the thing that they're not gonna put in the show because that's just too much stuff or whatever. But you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for all of that. You can't just say, hey, I got some cars, we're just starting a business. Like, like that's not legit. Like that's how people actually go to jail for if you get pulled over or whatever, right? This is like a legit limo service that he has, which means he had to put in some money, you know what I mean? But you can't pay rent. And your wife is working Wendy's. Like, what? It's just
Charles.
Hey, Chris, I had a question about that. Chris, didn't last season, didn't Meech pay off the house?
Yes.
So what are they not paying? I don't get why they're so broke. If you don't have to pay, I know you have to pay taxes, right? You do, maybe right, HOA. David, Chris? You have to pay taxes every month, right?
HOA.
He said the HOA. Home association fees. No, so Meech paid off the house, and then they almost moved out. Charles's dumb ass was like, "We're moving out because we can't stay in the house paid with drug money." But then they're living in the house. That's why Meech said, "This is my house."
It is right. So
what are they paying for?
So what? That's what I'm saying, Chris. What are they so broke about?
Bras.
Like,
you know how bras cost? Apparently they cost $102.
You know how TV dinners, those little tray dinners, man, they cost.
He works at Wendy's.
You see that hungry man he was eating?
No, man. Oh yeah, that looked like an XL Hungry Man too. So you know that was actual change.
That was real shit. Like, that was real shit. Thing. I remember that one.
And I looked at fork and knife. That fork and knife was not plastic. It's like they actually had some real silverware. I'm like, oh shit, that costs money. Like,
I want to get into Lucille is a hypocrite. What? So let's focus. So I want particularly last episode, she wouldn't take $100 from Meech because she's not that type of Christian. She gave him some free Wendy's. In this episode, she couldn't pay $102 for some bras, but she put a credit card in her daughter's name to pay for those.
Tell her to get the nice ones. Tell them to get the
go back.
Put those back. Get the nice.
Because your credit's gonna be fucked up by the time you're in middle school.
Somebody's gonna be looking at your bras at 12 or however old she is.
Because I'm so upset with my husband or whatever.
I mean, I get that. I mean, I would have put it in his name, but not the kids.
Charles ain't got no credit.
I'm about to say, Stacey, are you kidding?
Apparently,
the moment she put her husband's name, on that application, the moment like she tries to put in the mail, the mail just spit it right back out. Like, you gotta be kidding
Charles.
Me. Like, you gotta be kidding.
You gotta be kidding me, bro. Jamon, I'm sorry, bro. What you got for Lucille? What you got for Playboy?
I was astonished at the product placement. Like, I guess because Sears is out of business, that they just prominently showed that's the store that they were walking into.
Like, and that was very 80s though.
Yeah, and they allowed them to showcase that, yes, this is the store you go to put this stuff in your kid's name if you're opening up a store card. I was just like,
some appliances or something that's worthwhile, not dresses and bras.
But the whole point of like hand-me-down bras, I was like, I didn't know that was a thing that she was complaining to Charles about. But
and from who handed them down?
Grandma, I don't know.
Grandma.
That's what the church could have had like clothes for poor people. It could have
bras.
Yes. Oh yeah, my mother-in-law used to give away bras and panties. Yeah.
Panties, used panties.
Yeah, and used bras. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'll be damned if I'm gonna ever wear another man's used underwear.
Exactly. It's disgusting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what?
I guess that's the point of show, like, because 50 said it's like we have to show the backstory of why they were drug dealing. I'm like, I guess, we was wearing hand-me-down underwear, so we had to get to drug dealing.
No. We established this season 1. Like, we established that they shared used milk. Like, we've already established that they were broke as fuck at one point. We don't need to do this again. The fact we're even having this conversation is the fact that this show decided we need to watch this woman buy bras for her daughter in her name.
No, okay, this is why they're doing that, right? In my opinion, is to show how, after a while, she started to accept that money from Meech in real life, her and her husband. So this is to show how Lucille had her back against the wall and how they broke her down, where she just went ahead. I'm telling you, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us feel bad about, you know what I'm saying? Like to feel for her that she was taking drug money from her kids. You know what I'm saying? After protesting so long, she just couldn't take it anymore.
But
I'm like, no.
They're not doing it right. Though, like Franklin's, like the way they did in Snowfall for Franklin's mom made more sense, more sense than this.
Yeah, it was better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I completely understand what they're trying to do, but as you can see, the writers are totally disconnected from struggle to that they don't actually know struggle, so they're inventing struggle to try to make the viewers have some sort of fake sympathy or empathy, and it's not working. And it's like, I want them to go to jail so bad. Like, this is the episode that made me like, I'm like, when he kicked the guy out the car and he went to Lala and was like, it's so hard working this job. I'll be struggling, it's so hard, I'm like, it's so hard not taking orders from customers. And, I know that they say that a customer's always right, but they're not. And I just throw them out in the middle of the street. And I'm like,
and run over the
you
luggage.
should go to jail.
Oh, that
like,
was without somebody else, but that's still fucked up. That was still fucked up. The whole so we got the whole thing, the whole being broke doesn't make sense. GM was a good paying job. My uncle worked there for about 35 years as he owned 2 homes since the 80s, and still today he gets a new Cadillac and a pickup truck. I was like, true, but at some point the motor industry did go to shit. I mean, it was. I mean, it did at some point. I mean, but I don't know why they're so broke. Just in general, again, they were sharing milk last season. We know how broke they got. So let's get to the.
I think the reason why they're broke is because Lucille and the husband do not know how to manage money. That's just really what I think it is. They just didn't know how to manage money. When you don't know how to manage money, you spend it on stuff that you shouldn't spend it on, and the stuff that you should be spending it on, you don't, right? Which is like rent, your mortgage, clothes, for the kids, food, stuff like that. Yeah.
Please don't say kids' clothes, because damn, if I hear another conversation about how some little black girl ain't got no clothes and mama's scraping to put clothes.
But this is what I want to understand. Should they keep saying that, right? But every time you see Lucille, and then if she's going to go to a party or an outing, mama is fly. She got her hair did. Her clothes look good on her. I'm like, how poor are you? Like, really?
I don't get that, because the hair alone, damn, the hair alone will probably cause how whatever left is on the rent, I guess.
Exactly.
She ain't paying rent because the house is paid off. This shit don't need to be on camera. We said this before.
Well, I told you, 50 Cent told Big Boy, I just watched it yesterday, that this is because what Big Boy said to him was, it seems to me like season 2 is even more of a family drama. That's what Big Boy said to him. I can send y'all the video. And he was like, yeah, well, basically it is a family drama. That's what it is. And I was like, oh, okay, so now we got it.
Well, again, family drama could be 2 brothers fighting to stay together and run a drug organization, not mama finding a Playboy in her husband's fucking guitar case and being like, oh my God, I need to give him some ass now, and blaming him.
Or being so upset. I thought he actually cheated. The way she was upset, I was like, I thought she found a phone number in that magazine. I'm like, wait.
She should have found some used drawers in that thing and been
are you upset that this man is a man, and that this man, even no matter how attractive you are, that men generally, literally, pretty much, I'll say 95% of men sometimes get bored, and might sometimes, even if they watch TV, ooh, that's different. How are you that upset about a magazine? Oh my God! Around that time,
it was the 80s, Chris, and she's a good Christian woman.
That's it, Stacey. It's all about being a Christian.
Right.
That's it.
She said, "Oh, you broke your vows." No, he did.
Yeah,
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He didn't break no vows.
He lusted in his heart. So
she was lusting over Snoop.
He got to pluck his eye out because he looked at it.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop. She lusted over Snoop.
You can have me any way you want, bitch. I wanted you last week, and I just need you to turn over. And you were like, no. So
she had to go to work, and she said the right thing. I'm
at
doing
3 a.m.?
everything. Everything's on me, and I'm tired.
When you don't open,
and I agree
back then, open till noon.
You too tired to fuck. I'm sorry, men. Don't stress y'all women out. Don't make her do everything, and y'all can get smashed. I'm just saying.
All she's doing is working at some point. She ain't paying.
I absolutely agree with you, Stacey. Thank you.
These are 2 different conversations. The way she explained, when she wanted to get married, she did not want to work. She expected her husband to pay for everything and for her to be a housewife. And the fact that she has to work in any level, she's like, this is not what I signed up for.
But this is the whole thing. Exactly. Well, wait a minute, David. Okay, so marriage is a contract, right? So before you get married, if you discuss that I'm not going to work and I'm going to stay home and watch the kids, that is a contract that we both agreed to. So now all of a sudden you're a bum who doesn't know how to manage money, And so now I have to work?
Hold
No.
up.
The agreement was that I didn't work. I take care of the babies.
For one, we didn't hear disagreement between these two.
But I'm just saying, in general.
gen-
If that
Well,
was
okay,
their
the
but we're talking-
grandmama hinted that Charles wasn't shit before she married him.
Also
He
true.
wasn't
My mom
Yeah,
supposed
said
to
exactly.
marry him.
Yeah,
But
she did say that.
the thing is though, he was
He
working
decided.
and she was managing the money. So like, remember, he said, I make the money, I give you the check, and you run the bills. And somehow they were broke. So she basically saying, I'm
because
fucking,
Lucille does not know how to manage money. That's what I'm saying.
and it wasn't that much money to manage. I mean, clearly, he just wasn't making enough money to pay the bills, but he's a bad businessman, as we
Yeah.
see with this whole. But again, none of this fucking matters. Like, we need to be focused on K9. K9 has killed 2 people off camera. Like, this needs to be on camera.
But David, so one of the things that you guys were saying about the whole family drama thing, you guys got to remember, and it's unfortunate how the show kind of came about. Was, remember, it was the family. It was Meech's and Terry's family that was like that talked to 50. It was like, yo, all right, cool, yeah, we'll be producers, whatever. So it was like, his mama, his sister, like it was. I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing this is because her mom, like mama's putting some input in this. You know what I mean?
All right.
The sister's putting some in. Like I hate it, but I'm just saying it's clear now why we're getting them. It's because they're partly responsible for the show. So they're like, oh, I want more meat in it. You see what I'm saying? It's that whole bullshit.
Charles,
but you want to put the word BMF in it. You know what I mean?
I agree that Charles needs to be fucking that white woman, Denise, or this is completely unnecessary. Like, so like, why am I watching this?
I was thinking that.
This needs to lead to an affair. Or like this is a.
That's why Terry was looking at it. Terry was like, well, with that one good eye, like,
no, he saw a white person in his house. Was like, are we getting audited? There's a white person in our house.
I know, right?
Exactly.
He's like, why are white people here, Daddy? What's a white
people here? Yo, hide the stuff.
I was like, yo, wait. Let's talk about Terry's hypocrisy. Terry loses his shit when he thinks that Meech is going to put drugs in the same car as his holy mother and his holy sister. In the same episode, Terry voluntarily lies to his wife, puts his baby in the car, uses baby to move drugs across the state, all voluntarily, because no one asked him to do shit.
But he doesn't have a wife.
They got married.
When did they get married?
They got married last season.
They did?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Snoop did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they got married. Okay, all right, my bad. Sorry.
Let's just say baby mama. It's fine. Let's say baby mama and baby. You put your
If they got married, she's a wife now. So let's not do that.
So what the fuck are we doing right now? In this and guess
in
what?
The formula cans though. I thought he was just gonna put like the brick in the can. He poured and then he had Coke all on the counter when he was doing that.
Your baby's going to starve. Your baby almost drank cocaine, pure cocaine. And none of this is discussed. That's the family argument I wanted. Wife saying, what the fuck are you doing, Terry? You almost got me arrested. You arrested. Your baby died to help your brother who don't give a fuck about you because he cussed you out when you showed up. That's the family argument we need to be seeing right now. Not Lucille trying to give up the ass and the dress that she bought on credit that's going to mess up her daughter's credit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why? I don't know. Just thought. Sorry.
Wait. Just on that, he went in there to make the bottle with what formula?
Exactly. So technically he had more than one bottle of formula. We only saw the one with drugs in it because he said the bags, so anyway, apparently supposedly there was more than one. We didn't see one. So somehow he's going to make a bottle off camera. At least that was off camera. The show is called Black Mafia Family, not just the main 2 characters. That's not even the point of what we're trying to say. I'm trying to say Charles is unfucking necessary. And fucking Wom is unnecessary. Like, there's plenty of characters. I want to see K9. I want to see exotic woman because
you want to see the Black Mafia family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I want to see the drug dealers. That family. Family.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this. I feel like I'm watching Power Book 3. Terry and LaWanda are not married. It was just Terry Jr.'s christening.
Yeah, I was looking at it on Google. He never got married. He hasn't even married The girlfriend he's with now.
Lala's character.
Yeah, Lala's character. Yeah, he's never been married.
All right, so we got baby mama and baby in danger at least.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Why isn't Lucille working at the sedan car service instead of Wendy's?
Because they can't pay her as much as Wendy's does.
But they can hire Denise to. But that's a good. Also, it looks like Terry invented Uber because he was like,
I know, right?
He
I was
was
just
like,
thinking that. He's like, I got an idea. They can pull out. They can call. They can hit the rotary phone and they call up and they say where they want to go. And then we come and we give them an ETA.
and we share them. We got 3 or 4 people going to the same location. I'm like, but you invented Uber and Lyft.
Matter of fact, Mama, while you go to Wendy's, I can actually have them order Wendy's, and then I'll drive to the Wendy's and I'll pick the food up for them and go back
drop
to
it off. I can drop off Wendy's.
Yo, that is uber smart.
And
son.
DoorDash.
And DoorDash. We could be doing DoorDash now. Meech has too much trust in B Mickey. True. Dude never showed up for work. Also, he said his mama was missing, but last time you had a co-worker who's missing, he was working with your fucking enemy. Like, somebody needs to be looking into
and he also lied last season about him messing around with Kato back then. So it was like, so he lied a couple times to Meech. So I mean, I get okay, he was able to put a bullet in her or whatever, but it's just like he's had a history of just kind of lying to everybody. You know what I mean?
They probably gave the money to the church. They didn't talk about that either. Maybe they are making church donations.
I'm sorry. Okay. You wanted to donate to the church. That's great and all, but y'all talking about y'all struggling to survive. I'm sorry. Even God would just be like, look, y'all need this. Like, y'all need this. Hold on to your 10%. Hold on to your tithes until you handle yourselves. Like, that's even in the Bible. Like, come on, dude.
It's actually not. But I see your point. God
if you can't support yourself, absolutely.
God takes his cut. like that. That's not negotiable. Like,
no,
if you can't survive. No, I'm saying if you can't support yourself, you know what I mean. But like you ain't no homeless person tithing, brother. Like, I don't care if someone gives you $5. My point is, if someone gives you $5, ain't no one going to hit up a homeless person and be like, yo, I need 10% of your $5.
I would say it depends on the church.
No, what I'm saying is that Snoop introduced them to the lawyer. So when they got that money, Snoop was like, on that sly stuff, like, you got to kick me back something. He said that last season. He was like, I introduced you to that lawyer who got the settlement. You got to kick something back. All
right. And where's Snoop at? Also, so we didn't see the fact that Meech still has his food truck business going. That's all off camera. I'm like, it would have been, that's some drug dealing. Like, that would have been nice. It's like, has he expanded it? Like, are there more trucks? Because it was only like one, like last time we checked. And then like Lamar took them. Like, that would be something.
Yeah.
That would be, I don't know. Who's the new plug? Where is K9 getting his drugs from? Exactly. Like, I'm like, we just got questions.
Wasn't he getting it from the Colombians?
But
was he trying to get it from the Colombians?
Again, we should not be guessing. Like, my point, like this is like, they murdered the girl who's the woman who apparently had, the connect to the Colombians, right? She was the go-to woman. Now she ain't got no lips. And like, we don't even know like who replaced her. Like, I'm like, that's all that off camera. The dude that shot at them, what's his name? Why did he do it? Do we even confirm that? He's just dead on a fucking pool table. All off camera. We got to look at Lala's lips again.
Yeah,
again.
And her butt.
And her ass again. I'm like, damn it.
And I hate to bring this up, but you know how much makeup they made her put on and that thing. That was so much makeup. Lala make her look like she was 10 years younger. Like, y'all need to stop playing like she ain't already in her 40s. Like, stop it. Stop it. I ain't gonna try to de-age her.
She looks good.
Yeah, be out for a 40-year-old. You're absolutely right.
But she's still a grown woman. She's still a grown woman flirting with a teenager. Like, I don't. If she's 20, she's still a grown married woman flirting with a teenager who hasn't even graduated high school. Like,
it's not a theme in every.
I'm just trying to figure out: is it bad because she's a woman? Because men do this every day.
No, I'm saying if men are flirting with teenagers, that's a problem all by itself.
But they do. And we all know this.
And this is a problem by itself. I'm just saying, like, what we're doing with this character, like, again, she should be more than her looks. Like, 50 needs to stop treating women like this. Like, even K9's
nice save, Dave.
Exotic woman. Like Kato last season. Oh, she exotic, bro. She must got some Cherokee in her. She can't just be black. I mean, who wants that? I mean, she gotta be some kind of exotic. I was like, what the fuck are we doing, 50 Cent? And I guess Lala's light enough that she can be considered exotic, but I'm like, how many times are we gonna see her ass and lips? That goes nowhere. That goes nowhere. Like, speed this shit up. Like, I need this off camera. Unless she is fucking
speed it up like the hospital scene.
I need it off camera.
Huh? You want to speed up like the hospital scene type?
Yes.
Speed up.
Yes.
Yo, can I start that joint? Yo,
come on, Chris. What you got? What you got for Lamar? Fucking Michael Myers in this bitch. Like, he cannot be stopped.
Bruh. How many times I just said bruh? I don't even know how many times I just said it. Mr. I'm not even chained to a hospital, even people who are unconscious, folks who were like under investigation, who's about to go to jail, who's in the hospital, even if they're unconscious, they're still strapped to the bed, right? And all I have for that, the only thing I could say to that was this, man. That's that bullshit. That what the fuck? Like, no, dude, no. I was laughing, dude, but it wasn't even a good laugh. It was like, oh, what? This is what we're doing. But like, it's a comedy. This just turned into a comedy. This turned into like Wicked City. I was like, okay, all right, I see what we're doing.
You stop.
Like,
you say the cop.
He snuffs out the cop. He snuffs out the cop, and he somehow gets through all the folks in the hallway. Nobody thinks it's suspicious. He goes through all that. Somehow, I don't know. Maybe
he's still wearing a hospital gown.
So somehow he must have had a phone or something to call up Ashley Larry. He called up Ashley Larry somehow, and he
stop it.
And he knew exactly what the nigga was.
Stop it.
I was like, yo, tears, dude. Tears.
Hey, Chris.
Tears. And then I saw next episode, he's already in the hood walking kind of normal. I was like, no.
You know who didn't know where he was? All the cops have been looking for him since the episode started. The entire police department is looking for this dude. And he's walking outside in the day and nights.
Bruh.
In a fucking hospital gown, bleeding and pissing on himself. Probably.
Like, nobody notices, apparently.
Nobody's shooting into his bag, because remember he had
colostomy bag, which by the way, the cop hit him in his wound. Remember that? He fucking elbowed him in his wound, and he's still killing the dude. I'm like, there's TV, and then that's bullshit, Trey. Like, there's a difference, right? There's TV, and then like, but it's that bullshit. Like, this is that bullshit level. Like, this doesn't make any kind of sense. No, stop. You don't get. I hate the excuse. It's just TV. No, it's actually based on a true story. It's actually based on a true story. So there's real shit they could be doing.
What I say last week, I was like, literally the only reason why he's still alive is because of y'all. When I say y'all, I'm not talking about you three. I'm on you four. I mean, like, y'all, like the viewers, is because people love them some Lamar. So it's like, so we can't have him go half the season still hooked up in the hospital. No, we gotta have that nigga out by second episode. Like, come on.
He's gonna be out there on the streets with his colostomy bag, dropping bodies. He's gonna.
Did you see the preview for the next episode? That nigga's already in the hoodie walking around like he ain't shit.
Damn you. When did Tyler Perry take over? When did Tyler Perry take over? You tell me.
I'm like, nigga.
But why? That's kind of dumb writing, right? Because like, why? But I'm thinking criminals are dumb. Because why would you go directly back to the same hood where the cops are going to be looking for you?
Revenge. I don't know.
But it's just dumb.
He gotta go see his daughter.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
His daughter, that's not even his daughter, but okay. Yeah.
It's good enough. He's gonna show up again, limping, bleeding, like, baby, I need to get my
going to try to get ass from his mom, from her mama. You know, it's like all that stuff.
The question that I had was, the cop is supposed, this is his star witness or the guy he wants to get information from, right?
Yeah.
He spends all his time, instead of in that hospital, he's at the nursing home with old boy's mother, watching his mother instead. I was like, well, do you not see the irony in that? Like, you're trying to watch his mother, put his mother in a better facility, and you lose your witness who's in another hospital.
Hey, he should have been calling again. It's already been discovered that Lamar is out at large. Like that's a given. The point is though, if the whole police department was looking for him, how the fuck is he not caught? Like this doesn't make any sense. There's no excuse for this.
You do hear one siren in the background as Ashley Larry was driving away with him. You hear one little distant siren, like, I guess that was supposed to be like some random report of a downed officer in the hospital.
Well, no,
I'm just surprised how does he even have the strength to? Because first off, you know how hard it is to just choke someone, basically literally kill someone just with your bare hands, right? This dude just opened his eyes like 5 minutes ago.
Did
you? And all of a sudden, like, did someone hit him with the whole Pulp Fiction?
Michael Myers, bro. Michael Myers has been dropped from a building, has been shot, has been stabbed, has been taken to the hospital, got back up and murdered the entire staff, and he's still going. He can't be stopped.
Okay, all right. So he was hit with the Michael Myers / Jason, and he got the
cancer. It's the 80s. That's how all killers were in the 80s. They could not. They walked everywhere. They walked everywhere, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit! Real talk. Yeah. How'd you do that? It was like, oh. He needs to be Halloween for no reason. He puts on a mask and just runs around the hood looking for Meech. That's what needs to happen.
I wish that we were watching this live and kind of filming this live as we were watching it, because y'all would have heard me just dying laughing. Like it was bro, you would have thought I was watching The Hangover or something. I was laughing so hard. It was just that whole scene. I was like, this nigga. I was like, how does nigga just get out like that? I was like, of course they do. Of course. Thanks, STARZ.
Of course.
Thanks, STARZ.
Thanks, 50. No, this is 50 Cent. 50 Cent gonna give no fucks about reality or whatever. He's like, y'all want Lamar? I'm gonna give you Lamar.
I'm gonna give you Lamar the next episode.
I'm gonna give you that too.
It's Rodney Huggins, the director, is the one that is writing this. That's 50. What 50 said. He said he had a writer before. He had a writer before Rodney, but that writer was not able to capture what BMF is, and so Rodney Huggins is doing it. That's
because that first writer had sense. And he was like, no, I can't be doing the silly shit.
But the problem too is
find somebody who'll do the silly shit.
But the problem too is now that Lamar is here, right? Because again, like you said, David, for BMF, one of the things we want for BMF is them going down to Atlanta and going out to LA and going down to Florida, all those places. How are we going to do that if all of a sudden you're going to bring Lamar back in the picture? Now it's kind of confirmation that they're going to stay in Detroit for a while because now Lamar is back.
That's what, no,
come on, man.
No. He's going to get on a bus and go to Atlanta because he's looking for Meech. Meech is going to start operations in Atlanta and Lamar is going to be there. Just like we saw in the House Divided.
Oh, hell
he's
no.
going to find him to be like, I got you.
Because they're looking for him. He has to run to Atlanta.
He has to run. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, that makes sense, though. Yeah, because he does have to run. Yeah.
So there you go. So we got
Detroit.
K9 is going to kill Big Mick and give it to Meech as a present. I can see that. Again, K9 will make Meech kill Big Mick to prove his loyalty to K9. Yes, but again, this all should be starting because once the drugs get stolen, Mick should be like, what the fuck? Who stole? How did the cops find out about our stuff? And then K9 is like, if you don't figure out what happened to my stuff, I'm going to murder you immediately. Like that should have been the cliffhanger for this episode because they just lost a lot of drugs. And so clearly somebody is snitching. And we saw none of this. So I'm hoping this gets addressed next episode. So we can get K9 is going to kill that dude that was flirting with his exotic woman. Peach.
Oh yeah, why wasn't it even done on this? I was just shocked.
That's the next body. That's the next body for Peaches. Who
just to show how hard K9 is, huh?
Because apparently we haven't seen that yet. How hard he is. He's just going to be another body. He's going to have a head in the middle of his table. He's going to be y'all. We've been playing spades. It's just going to be a head in the middle of the table. Yeah. He's going to be like, that's the guy who had my girl blowing his dice.
He's gonna have a rat in a little bucket. And he's gonna hold it up to his stomach, strapped to a chair. He's gonna burn the bottom of the bucket, make the rat, Or to your point about the bucket, he's gonna do like what they did in Gangs in London in the first season. Just just have him in the middle, like you said, with the head, just kind of have him in the middle of the field.
And it's gonna shoot with the bucket.
Yeah. Or you know what? Or let me play golf. Maybe play golf with hold the tee with his teeth. You know what I mean?
But black men don't play golf. He's gonna be like, these Detroit dudes don't play golf.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I don't see these black men. I don't see these black. I don't see.
All right, no, David, that part I disagree with.
Yeah, black men.
Big Meech is not gonna be playing golf. These black, I don't see.
My uncle who lives in Detroit, he played golf since he was.
I'm talking about K9.
That ain't a rich person's sport.
Watch.
You know that.
These are not golfing people. I don't see them playing golf. these characters. I don't see it.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Tennis was huge in that time.
We'll see. I don't see them doing that either. I mean, but that's just me. That could be just me. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Being a writer ain't easy, so I still give credit to at least trying. We give credit, but we still can be like, this don't make any damn sense. Like, I mean, I think we can be honest. I mean, just a little bit. And say no, that they could do a little bit better. Explaining how much money's left. Just how much? 50 grand, 25 grand. You know what you can do with 25 grand? Buy bras.
Should Terry, because Terry's the one with the money. I'm sorry, I know he's technically underage still, but like, telling me he should not have more input as far as what goes on in the damn company. Okay, fine.
Oh yeah, he should. He should.
Yeah. Fine. Good look on the whole, like maybe not wearing the gold chain thing. Okay, that's understandable. That makes sense, right? But everything else that he had with his ideas, his father's the last person to deny anybody any type of like thought process.
Yes.
Mr. I'm a bum of my own household. Like, and then now, like, how dare you give me advice? Like,
but Chris, let me ask you a question. When you have a partner, right? Partners, one puts in some money, the other one puts in some money. How is the dad a partner?
He ain't put no money in.
He hasn't put no money in.
Adult.
Terry needs to Terry needs to like just like X him out. You know what I mean?
And to Stacey's point, again, they said all these stipulations and rules on the trust last episode because the writer had sense, and this writer's like, fuck all that. Like, what happened to it was a trust for the son. You had to go to a judge to even access the money. None of that means anything now. Now they're just throwing, they're making it rain on cars that they can't even drive because where are the cars at? They still live in not such a hot neighborhood. Where are all these magical cars at? And who's driving four of them? Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. Give me a scene where Terry's like, I can't do this, daddy, because I'm not 18. Can you do this for me? Like, that would have been a scene to be like, why? How's Charles has any kind of leverage in this situation? Like,
wait, when did Terry get that BMF?
Eventually, Terry actually gets a dealership, like not a dealership. What is it called? Like an office, right? Yeah. Eventually, he actually gets an office. So we know that he gets back with Meech, and then Meech they start using the cars for transportation, right? So that's when that stuff is coming, but we need to have it come sooner than later.
Yes.
That's the problem, because I don't need to see all this stuff that they're showing me.
Yes.
Because the dad, I'm sorry, I mean, I don't like talk about people's parents or whatever. Their dad wasn't the best dad. I guess I can add on there, he did the best he could, maybe. I don't know. They still love him. It's their dad, but he was a horrible dad. He was not financially able to take care of them. If you could have dropped $1 million on the father, and he still wouldn't have been able to take care of his family because he's not good with money. We all see this, and Lucille isn't either. And I know she's still alive, but I'm just saying, not everybody's good with money, right? Yeah. So so Terry eventually, when he gets back with Meech and all this stuff, then he's gonna have the whole office and all that stuff, and you see it like in the documentaries. They show the cars and all that stuff, but I need them to do it like next episode.
That's why
the episode after, maybe.
Yes, no,
I don't need all this extra stuff. Like,
I don't need stop showing me the la ststuff. Stop showing me like.
We know you love her. Yeah, we know you're with her now. Yes. Let's move on. We want BMF. BMF.
His labor strike that he caused at the airport. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, if all these drivers are going to be helping with the drug deliveries, then okay, but that's not happening.
But wait, but that could be setting it up though. Like, think about it. Like, maybe that's how he got some of the, you know what I'm saying? It could be a setup to that.
If they write it in the story. If they write it in the story, right? Like if they said that guy that he was talking to and the white dude, because they can go networks that we can't write, then that's something. I'm okay with that. But that security guard just walking off, I'm like, Tyler fucking Perry would have wrote that same scene. If you don't stop messing with us, we're gonna tell the security. I just walk off camera. I was like, what is this? Why does this happen? I was, damn you. Anyway,
when did he get the BMF chain? When did he get that?
I don't even know. I was thinking about that too.
Meech has had his on like the entire since the first episode last week. Big old BMF.
Terry hasn't though. Remember when he opened up the drawer and he put tea back in there? The BMF back.
Like
What,
Who's
BMF?
Big Meech Flannery or something.
But that's still not
BMF.
him. That's Terry's. I mean, that's
No, but that's still not
That's what
Terry.
I'm saying. For Meech to have it, it's like
Yeah.
okay, but not
Right,
Terry.
right, yeah, it makes sense for Meech, but not
Yeah, yeah,
Terry.
it don't make
It was
sense.
in
It don't make sense for
Terry's drawer, which means Terry somehow has a BMF one himself as well. Somehow.
So
Good
wait
job.
a
I
minute.
think he had on T, but he had
No, but remember he took it. Remember his dad made him take it
he
off,
had
right?
one in the drawer.
And then he
Drawer.
put in the drawer. When he put it in
Yeah.
the drawer, you saw underneath T was the BMF one. If you look in
Yeah.
the drawer,
So
and that's
did
why I was like, wait a minute.
So
how does
off
he have a
camera,
BMF?
did Meech give it to him?
That's what we're saying.
Why don't
Like,
they just show that?
or
I
it
don't
could
know.
be, or they shared a room and that he just left one there.
No.
Meech doesn't live there.
I
Meech
know.
hasn't
he
lived there
I'm
in a
saying
year.
when he did live there, he might have just
That's
left one there.
Nigga just had it last week.
No, they just started BMF now. So
He just
Yeah,
had
they
it.
just-
That
that don't make
No,
Yeah, 2 days
you're
ago.
saying the whole Big Meech Flannery.
I see.
Just in
I believe
case.
he
I got
had
you,
a
left.
BMF chain
Yeah.
last
He
season.
was like, "You'll be back, bruh." But
Right,
he-
I got you, Jamani.
Yeah, so-
Okay, I can see that.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe.
That makes
I don't
sense.
see that,
Kinda.
but he's already in the game. Like he don't want to. He's like, no, I just got to help you and risk my whole family for this shit. So clearly, let's just get to them helping each other, so we can get not them fighting at going to see Coming to America. Let's do this. You don't take children to go see Coming to America. Like that was not a good
I
parenting.
admit that was my very first movie I ever saw. A 2-year-old went to see Coming to America.
I saw that shit.
My mom couldn't have a babysitter, and my dad was deployed in Korea. So sorry.
She was
Yeah,
like,
anyway.
"Hey, my dad was in Korea, same time, I think."
Yeah. Oh yeah. My dad probably knew your dad.
Ah,
Okay.
damn, that's fucked up.
Okay,
Anyway,
I have to ask you guys a question. Some of you guys might a little older than I am. What
A lot.
exactly is a deluxe edition of Ghostbusters on VHS? What exactly?
If you had to ask that question, that means you don't deserve the product.
yeah, that's the product, bro.
That's the code
That's
for
the product.
sprinkle something on my VHS.
You don't, Jamani, don't worry about it. You don't need it. You
don't
don't
need
need
to
the
know.
deluxe. If you got to ask.
Yeah, we don't want you on the deluxe. We don't want you picking up any deluxes, okay?
But I like the hustle. I love the idea. Like, why didn't they do that at Dairy Queen? Also product placement, because Dairy Queen was big as fuck, and I was like, that would have been awesome. Like you can get a Blizzard and some fucking cocaine. I mean, it's
And
all
some
kinds.
snow.
I don't think
Some
Dairy
snow. You
Queen
get
wants
snow
that on
cone and
their
some
brand.
snow.
I don't think that's not good for Dairy Queen's brand. I don't know if you want to put in. I don't think Dairy Queen will be okay to sign off. Hey, in the episode, how about we have
Wendy's
them
would, though.
laundering drugs in Dairy Queen?
Blockbuster would have, because they don't exist anymore.
But you notice they didn't even put the
Wendy's
word
about that life. You ever
Popeyes.
follow their Twitter? They about that
Popeyes.
life for real.
Oh,
That's
that'll
what
be
they should have
racist.
had.
Dude,
I
that'll
don't know
be
if they had
racist.
Popeyes in 1988.
Yeah, they did, but I'm so glad they didn't do Popeye.
That would be hilarious. The
Popeyes
season's
was
not
in
over.
19 I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I'm surprised they didn't
Big
put White Castle. That's a big Detroit or Coney Island. That's a big Detroit.
Chris, you know
Detroit
about White
state.
Castle?
Yeah, that's huge in Detroit. That's huge in the Midwest.
I love
And
White
I guess
Castle.
up
That
north.
is New York. White Castle is
That's
New
East
York.
Coast. It's East Coast.
No, that's
East Coast.
Midwest.
Yeah, I didn't know it
Midwest.
got that far. It's not in
Ohio and
Texas.
Detroit.
No, yeah, White Castle they have one in the Bronx that I used to go to.
Yeah.
They have a couple of White Castles.
Yeah,
But
yeah. White Castle and Coney Islands is the big thing in Detroit,
Yeah.
as well as like Tim Hortons. You know what I mean?
You have a Coney Island in Detroit? We have a Coney
We
Island.
have Coney
in New York.
Islands. They're like different.
Oh,
But
okay.
Coney Islands are the
Okay.
same though. There's some you just don't go to. Some of them are just horrible.
They do show BMF LOL. Them La scenes are real short. They're too long, actually. They really don't go anywhere. The end of last season, he got the BMF chain. Big Meech gave Terry the chain at the end of last season when they're in the courtyard. Thank you. Why is the family so broke? They just got the settlement. That's because Daddy spent most of this money on 4 cars, and he can only drive one at a time. Coming to America was like Black Panther back in. I don't know about that far. Let's not.
Did he?
Let's not go that far.
Did he use the money to buy himself that guitar? I'm wondering. Did he buy that
Oh
guitar?
no, he
with that
already
money?
had that. He used to play. He used to play when they were broke. That's
No, I
Oh, that's
watched
right.
an interview with her and she said something about her husband invested in like music equipment
Yeah.
instead of paying the bills or something.
Yeah.
See,
but in this series though, he already had the thing. But no, the part of the documentary on Stars, she said that that was his go-to. I'm gonna be something one day, and that's why she divorced him. Charles, definition of BMF
Wow.
is broke, miserable father. That's good. I like that one. Wait, I'm just curious. So you guys think 50 shows are just all right? Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you get another impression? I think 50, when he's left to his own devices, is not a good thing. Like he says, I need guns and ass, and like in storyline maybe, and like that's his formula. And you can see that, like Power Book 1 was written by an actual writer who had some sense. And then 50 took over and was like ass and titties and guns. And let's just throw that in there. Power Book 4 is probably the best example of what happens when 50 is left to his own devices. Like, it's not a good look. It's at all. This show is what he's doing, and he just keeps on putting ass, and it don't make any sense. Like, Lala needs to be relevant. She's not relevant. Like, she needs to be relevant though. And it's too much family. Book 3, too much family. This show, too much family. That does go nowhere. So I'm like, get to somewhere. Just my thought. I
just one note: Popeyes was invented in 1972.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So the Popeyes is still in play. When was
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, it's very yeah.
Chick-fil-A
Hey, when was Chick-fil-A invented? I want to see Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes in this show.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
That's first off, that's more that was bougie back in the day. I don't know if you're gonna find Chick-fil-A.
You're saying golf is too much, huh? So I'm saying
no joke. Chick-fil-A in Detroit, David. Chick-fil-A today in Detroit, there's not that many.
1946 in Hampville, Georgia.
Yeah.
See,
But David, okay, I go to Detroit now. It is rare that you see Chick-fil-A today. So are you telling me in the 80s there was no?
I just want to see it.
You just want to see it.
I want to see them buy some Popeyes chicken, rent RoboCop, and
you'll definitely find some Popeyes chicken.
Huh?
You ain't gonna find that many Chick-fil-A's. You'll find way more Coney Islands than you find some Chick-fil-A.
I hear you. I'm just saying, no, seriously though. When they went to Blockbuster and I saw the RoboCop poster, I was like, rent RoboCop with the deluxe edition, and then go home and watch it and eat some Popeyes. And I'll be like,
okay, so RoboCop came out in 1987.
Yeah, see, this is
first one?
It just
the first one. Second one was 1990.
Trash.
The third one was 2014. And there was one in 1993, the third one. And then I think there's a new one coming out. TV show, I guess. TV
like 10
series.
years ago.
Let's not do that. But anyway, the fact that we saw the poster, that means it just came on VHS, right? So I was like, oh yeah. So I was saying, anyway, I'm just saying product placement. We talked about Detroit last week, and they actually showed the RoboCop poster, and I was like, that's right.
That's right. Yeah,
hi,
that's when we
Kim.
talked about it. Yeah.
Snowfall was better overall. Snowfall is better overall, but that's
Snowfall. Yeah. Hey KJ, yeah, it is. Snowfall to me is a much better show. I can't wait for this season. It looks also exciting and great. I can't wait.
Lala has an identity crisis. No, she knows who her identity is. It's just unnecessary right now. Like, where's her husband? Like, that's my question. We keep on hearing about Boone. Where is Boone when she's having play dates with a teenager? Like, I just need to know where husband is at. That's all I'm asking, because they keep on talking about it. So, you know. Anyway.
I guess they'll show him eventually, I guess.
Eventually. And then baby mama is going to come home one day and find to Charles's house and find fucking Terry on top of Lala. That's what I'm waiting for. I want this grown-ass woman to go to a parent's house and have sex with their son and then get caught by the baby mama. Yes.
Thank you, Trey. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you, KJ.
Oh, look at that. Forget y'all.
Okay. Love. Isn't that nice?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. We love each other. Playboys, apparently. I don't know what.
But and that's another thing too. Okay, I understand about the Playboy, right? But this is the thing. I mean, men are men. That's what my dad always taught me, right? Men are gonna be men, right? Okay. And if a man is the only thing a man is doing is looking at naked women in a magazine, then just let the man look at the. You know what I mean? Like, he's not sleeping in another woman's bed. He's not giving the money to it. You know what I mean?
But magazines cost money. That's money he could be paying bills with. He can
buy what I'm saying is bra with that money.
But it's just, I feel like sometimes you just, even like strip club, like I don't care if a man that I'm dating goes to a strip club, just go, because men have these thoughts and outlets and stuff. And when you stifle them, this is when it leads to other shit like cheating and giving your money away to another woman. So we don't need
strip
all of
clubs
it.
are really gonna stop a man from cheating, sure.
That's true, but you still have to let a man be a man.
It's the gateway.
And that means what?
Ain't no
I
gateway.
mean, women go see strippers too. It doesn't mean that they're cheating. I've seen strippers.
Have you seen these videos?
Yeah, but I haven't. I know me. I haven't cheated just in strippers. So
Black men are more into Players magazine than Playboy. I will give you that was a long time ago. I remember Players.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. A long time ago.
There was a whole. Never mind. Don't remember that road. But in '88 though, like Playboy was the standard. Like a Penthouse. I think it was actually probably looking at a Penthouse something, but they probably couldn't afford the product placement. But that was Playboy and Penthouse were the standard.
That was Bob Guccione, right? The Penthouse.
It was Italian, dude.
I think Bob Guccione. Yeah, so yeah, he was in competition with Playboy. He didn't really win that battle, but yeah.
But I'm saying, I mean, it's just. But she went through his shit, and I know that feeling of like, mind your fucking business. Like first she was cleaning up the house. This turned into I'm gonna go through your fucking guitar thing. You find shit when you look for shit. Mind your business. Like this had nothing to do with you. This ain't got nothing to do with the fact that he tried to have sex with you and you were like, no, I'm tired. Then shut the fuck up.
Damn right.
I mean, I understood, but she's like, I can't believe, why can't you just want me? I do want you. And then hold up. Then when she tells her mom, which completely upset me, we're like roommates, mom. I don't know what happened to us. Bitch, you're the reason. You are the reason that y'all aren't a happy couple. Because he ain't making the money like he used to. You ain't trying to fuck him. So all of a sudden, y'all roommates. So
because it's okay. Look, David, it's stressful being struggling. Struggling is hard, and you don't feel like having sex when you're struggling. Then that's a different conversation. Like the finances are hurting us. Not, I just don't know what's wrong. Yeah, but how many ways does she need to say this to this man?
No, I'm talking. She's talking
a million ways.
No, I'm talking. She's talking to her mother. When she's talking to her mother, she's like, I just don't know what happened to us. We just got.
Her mother knew. That's the one thing. Your mother always knows when you marry a piece of shit guy, right? Or a woman, right? They always know. But she had to learn on her own. So now everything she's telling her mother's like in the back of her head. Yeah, I do this.
Her mother said it. I told you.
Yeah, that he was a bum.
Yeah. She said, but you had to do what you thought
said
was
you
right.
have to let your kids find their way.
And
Absolutely.
they'll come back to the tree and hang out in the shadow or some shit. I was like, I mean, it was a beautiful family moment, but this is not why I signed up for it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so can we talk about the only mother in the show that had to do with the drug dealing this episode, which was
Mickey.
No, the
light-skinned dude.
Where he came and brought the groceries in and everything with the gun.
Yeah.
All right, so this is why I'm like, yeah, drug dealing isn't for everybody, because you're gonna end up in a situation where your drugs are gonna get taken away, and people are gonna go back on a deal, which is why I'm with Kim. She hates. Correct me if I'm wrong. You have a hate for drug dealers, think that they're bad people. I'm like, how are you trying to take drugs on the road? You're trying to infect other communities now, and expect it to just go smoothly. I don't know, like we saw this in Snowfall, and now we're watching it happen in Cleveland, supposedly now. So
But Big Meech did do that though. That's how BMF got so big, because Big Meech went from city to city, and he networked, and he got all these people who were actually in different crews, right? Yeah. That were against each other. He got all of these dudes to work together, and he built this network.
Mm-hmm. And most of the time,
I understand that, but I'm saying you come in with a gun and you're trying to pose some sort of inferred threat to his mother. I'm like, how does he not clap back at Big Meech or his cousin, who's supposedly in charge now? How does he not take that as like a defensive threat to fire back? How does he just, I guess, lay down and just
I think maybe it's a respect thing because Meech is building up his network, right? And he's building up his reputation. So we don't know whether maybe that guy contacted some people in Detroit or whatever and asked about Meech. And maybe he was like, maybe I need to just back up and not mess with this dude, especially if they find out he's with K9, right? Because K9 is the dude, right? And Meech is like right there with K9. It might be a respect thing. That's all I think. Maybe
I was going to say, like, he was probably thinking, like, too, like, in the sense of like Meek might be big in Detroit, right? And here he is over in Cleveland. And he's like, look, you guys y'all ain't that far away. You're only like a 2.5 hour drive, and me get my crew to come back again. He was probably thinking about all of this stuff, like, oh, this dude's willing to come to my mom's house. Like, this dude got that tenacity. Like, he's that bold. Oh, I got to be careful of this dude. You see what I'm saying? So I think at that point it was like two dominant males, and one dominant male basically was like, look, I'm more crazy than your ass. And I think he was like, oh shit, okay, I submit. I think, I don't think he's gonna be fucking with him. I just don't.
This is we just to the scene. We just saw another black mother who doesn't realize that their drug dealing son who lives in their house is dealing drugs.
No, that's BS. Okay, that's BS. You know what the heck is going on in your daggone house? Okay, you choose to ignore it. She knows. They're making it seem like she doesn't know, but the mother knows, just like Lucille knew. Just like
until she heard it. Oh my God, you doing what in my house?
She knew exactly what they. Okay, explain this to me. If you didn't know your kids were selling drugs, how do they both have cars? And they're 16. How do they have the jewelry on? How do they have clothes on that you did not purchase? You didn't buy them clothes.
But she was just like, okay,
trash bin.
No, how did the mother not think Meech was a drug? He was wearing the drug dealer uniform, but still known to him. And it's like, the nice boy who's helping me.
Now the grandma, I can understand the grandma because the grandma's probably like so tucked away from some of that stuff. I can understand the grandma, but the mama obviously should have known. You know what I mean? Yeah. Grandma makes sense. I can understand the grandma.
Grandma is a distance away, but your child lives in the house with you. Yeah, you know exactly what's going on.
So to your point that this is trying to help us sympathize or empathize when Lucille finally gives in to the drug money, was her mom going, I don't care and God doesn't care. Money's money in essence. So I think that she's gonna be like, you know what, I'll take all that drug money now because mama said she'll still be proud of me if I still take this money. But somehow they didn't know about the settlement. I did like that. They see her pull up in the Lexus and they're like, oh, is Wendy's paying like this? Mercedes. They're like, is Wendy's paying like this? So clearly they didn't tell the family about the
sometimes you can't tell family stuff like that because they come like this.
Of course.
Yeah.
A Big Meech getting whooped was hilarious. It was. I
love the fact. I don't know. I thought it was hilarious just them like looking at the baby formula thing. That was kind of a funny moment. Like, where's the shit at? And then they were like, no.
Yeah. But I'm like, should your eyes be focused on the one thing? The reason that you're here in the first. Also, he forgot his own story. When he pulls up to the cop checkpoint and the cop is like, why are you on the road? He's like, like, we're gonna go see my family, which is what you told your baby mama as you put her in the car. So shouldn't you know this story? She's the one that had to be like, oh, I got this, baby. And shouldn't that have caused her to go, what the fuck? Like,
she was looking like
she
that.
did. She said, Terry, what's going on?
That should have led to the argument, especially when he's like, you can't do the formula. And I think like that should have led to something to be like, why are you putting our family to this? And that would have been a good family moment.
I think to be honest with you, I think she clearly knows that Terry's into the drug game again. I mean, I think she knows that part. But at the same time, I also think she also probably did not know that it was coke and the baby formula. You know what I mean?
No, she didn't know that. No.
Yeah,
she did not know that.
You pour out all that formula. They lock up formula now, like in Walmart. Well, like it's a very.
I mean, to your point. So, baby, doesn't baby formula have like a horrible smell? And cocaine actually smells sweet. So I was like, I'm surprised they're like, this baby formula actually smells good. That's weird.
Can I inquire why you know what cocaine smells like, sir? No, I'm just joking.
Formula.
I don't think formula has that.
I just stop it, Chris. What did Stacey?
That's right, Chris. Deny.
Damn it. He just keeps on talking. Anyway, The show is more about the Flannery family than than the BMF. Yes, SJ
Yeah,
Smith. That's my problem. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
That's a
Just like
problem.
Power Book 3. Damn it. Like, get to the drug shit.
But
Like,
at least, but I would say Power Book 3 is way more involved. The drugs are more involved than in this show.
Yes.
This show, you get like a snippet of drug
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
And then the rest is the family drama. I need it to be reversed.
Reverse. It hurts me to say Power Book 3 is better. That's a better balance of this
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
He also
exactly.
said that he wants to do spinoffs of BMF, and I'm like, quickly spin off the family drama, so I cannot watch that part.
I think he's trying to do 8 Mile or something. Isn't he trying to do 8
He's
Mile?
doing
Yeah, we
8
said
Mile.
8
He is
Mile
definitely
was-
going to do 8
God
Mile.
damn it.
Yeah, he
Please
said
don't.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
why
Don't
think
don't
each-
fuck up a classic. Don't fuck up a classic.
I think each one of those states, like I said, those different crews that they have under BMF could be a series. Because some of those dealers, at least the women, they ended up in that Queen Pen, as we
Right. Yeah, like
How
Carrie,
do you
like
do-
Markeisha, she's a
Yeah.
queen pin. Yeah.
Big Red, I think one of the big titties. Like she was one of the dealers. She said she was
Yeah.
getting her stuff from BMF.
Yeah.
How do you do a spinoff of 8 Mile? If y'all ever go to 8 Mile, 8 Mile
It's going to be a
boring.
series, though. It's going to be a series. So I'm thinking,
Is it based off of like the movie or just like actual 8 Mile? Because the 8 Mile,
He-
the actual 8 Mile,
he
the
said-
role is it ain't much. It
That's
ain't really
what he
much.
said. He said he's going to do a TV series based on 8 Mile. And I'm thinking, is that going to be the rap competition or the whole thing?
It would have to be
him
because
and-
8 Mile ain't no different from 7 Mile, 9 Mile. It just
But
it
do they
ain't
still
really
do the
necessary.
rap competitions, Chris? Do they still do that?
I mean, I think they have some underground stuff. Not like I've been in any of them, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah. But I mean, but no, I know they have like underground stuff going on there. But
I
But, like-
just don't feel like this is the era of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah.
8 Mile was around, when they made the movie, people were still doing that,
yeah,
right?
it's
They
gonna
had
have to be a
TV
period
shows.
piece. This will have to be a period piece because if you go to 8 Mile now, it's
Mhm.
been mostly like like most of it's just much of like trees and there's a couple of like some churches there or whatnot. It's not much of really anything. I mean,
Okay,
I guess
I
there's
got
some
it.
trailer
I got
parks still left, I guess, but
We don't know if
Anyway.
Mekhi Phifer will be in it, but it's possible. Ashley
I
Larry
don't
is
know.
hilarious.
We
Mekhi
don't know if the other
Phifer is
dude.
on Truth Be Told on Apple Plus with Octavia Spencer.
Oh,
So-
damn
Mekhi
it. That
Phifer,
is
that
right.
horrible ass wig, that horrible ass. dress.
Hey,
God
yeah,
damn.
the season coming back up. Anyway, we gotta wrap this shit up so we can get to another silly show. 50 Cent said it would be like 24 shows in production. He just trying to keep money going. I get it. And BMF is slightly better than Raising Canaan. Right now I cannot go with you on that one.
Best season yet.
I was about to say, if it continued from the previous season, I would agree, but not right now.
Not right now.
Can't
8
confirm
Mile
that.
is gonna be 8 Mile is gonna be like the Fresh Prince series, according to 50. Oh fuck,
Oh, that's horrible.
that's not
That's not good.
That's-
Is that supposed to be a
that's
positive
not a
take?
compliment. That's
Is that supposed to be a positive take?
that's supposed. Anyway, we
It's gonna
got
take a
some-
New Yorker to do this. A New Yorker to come out with a Midwest show. All right.
something. Well, they got Wu-Tang, so there you go. Be happy. I
Has
was like,
anybody watched that? I've never watched it. Is it good?
I do.
Chris
Don't
loves it.
That's great.
don't do it. No.
It's supposed to be a music show, but it's all about drug dealing. It's supposed to be a drug dealing show.
It's slow. It is slow at times, but I mean, generally, it's good. I mean, you know,
See how
Is
Chris,
it based on real stuff or is it like this show that they
I think-
mix it together?
from what I heard from RZA, it's like a mixed up. Like some of it was like dramatized a little bit, but
Okay.
a lot of it is like, well, it's most of the Wu-Tang's input like they put into this. So
Mhm.
I would say it's their truth. So
Okay.
it's mostly Wu-Tang's truth. I won't say if it's actually happened, but it's their truth. So
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say.
Once
All right,
again,
guys.
stop admitting to crimes online. Thank you very much.
I love it. All right, Jemani, final thoughts. What do you want to see in this season? What do you think?
I want to see more of K9, not just 2 scenes, like a setup and then an end, and we don't know what happened in between on every episode.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something happens and then he killed somebody off camera, and then he comes back at the end to say, "Here's the body." Like that. Like, is we gonna do that the whole season?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to like really get into their relationship and see if Meech is going to be able to give him his money, because he said, "Don't give it to me in piecemeal. I gave it to you whole. I want it whole." So I want to see if he's going to be able to get that money up. I don't know what the issue was, why they're fighting each other. I'm like, Meech's pride is just so strong. He can't even accept help when somebody's just giving it to him. He's not even asking for it. So it is just, I'm just rooting for both of them to go to jail because their characters are just so unwatchable. It's just, I don't know, like, how could I root for them? Like, I'm like, I think I am rooting for the cops in this. Like, I'm like Lamar. I'm like, are we gonna get more Ashy Larry? Are they gonna be like a buddy side team or something? Like, I don't know what's gonna go on with them two. You know,
it's gonna be like Debo and Sticky Fingers and was it next Friday or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Jesus. They put Ashley Larry in this joint. I can't.
I don't. I'm like
though.
The father in this show. I'm like, he needs to step aside. I'm like, I don't know what he feels as though he got this white lady to drive the cabs. I'm like, what is she going to be able to stop these people from sabotaging the vehicles or something? Because as we see in the preview, the vehicles are going to be sabotaged by, I guess, the people he annoyed at the airport. So what is the part that she
brochures for the company? Like,
they can't afford it. They bought 4 cars.
So I'm like, I'm like, I feel as though Empire has ruined this show as well, because this should be Terrence Howard's role. Like, I could just see Terrence Howard playing the character. He wants to be in any role where there is a guitar. So it just seems like this role was written for him.
Yeah.
And every time I see this
actor, I actually could see him playing the dad.
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah.
You can't have 2 light-skinned folks here. All right, you got chill. That's a little much.
Yeah, like, so they would have to change the mom, make the mom like a little darker.
That's
she had to be like Aunt Viv in Bel Air. She would have to be like Aunt Viv.
The skin tone always has to be there.
Yes, because Meech is white like his mama, and Terry's dark like his daddy.
Yo, do you think that's why the mom?
Nicole.
Do you think that's why Lucille was actually really pissed? Because she's like, yo, how is he going off on these magazines? I'm light skinned. I'm supposed to be worshipped. Like at
least it wasn't the white woman. That's what should have happened. He should have had one of those white ass blonde women behind you in that fucking case, and she would have lost her shit. She would have called her girlfriends and be like, "This motherfucker looking at naked white women. Why, Lord, why?" And they'd be like, "I'm sorry, but love the black goodness."
I saw this and waited to exhale. Oh my god damn. Well,
that's a decade later. That's a decade later. But anyway, I'm sorry. Stacey.
Okay.
What you got? What you got?
I got nothing. I don't really care about any of these characters right now. How long is Little Zane gonna play a teenager? Isn't he like 50?
I know. That's so true. He's like in his 40s. He's like,
and then wasn't the other guy the guy that had his tooth knocked out? Like his smile was perfect. Like I'm confused.
Off camera
caps.
Okay.
Little Zane is 40 years old.
Wow.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
He's 40.
I don't know.
I thought he's been around since the 90s. How's it? Okay.
What do you got?
So he was 10?
He was a teenager when he started.
He's like Bow Wow, I guess. I don't know.
Remember?
Yeah.
Or crisscross.
Right? They were children. Yeah.
And then what Dre and Eminem shitted on for that. It's like, so we made our money. We didn't have to work with 11 and 12-year-olds.
12-year-olds, yeah.
Remember?
Oh, and JD.
I'm sure they like working with 11, 12-year-olds.
I was like, oh, stop.
Ooh.
That's another video.
That's definitely another video.
Kim, any thoughts? What would you like to see? What do you think?
Yeah. I just want them to get to the whole. I like that they're showing us that Beach is building his network. I want to see more of that. How Beach actually built this network all over these different states. I want to see that. more of that. I want to see more of the drug trafficking. I want to see the brothers try to get themselves back together, because they do it momentarily, right? Before everything just goes to shit and they completely on opposite sides of the country. But I want to see that. That's what I want to see. I don't really care about Lucille. I don't care about the husband. I don't even know his name. Charles. Okay. I don't want to see them anymore. And like Nicole is so little that she doesn't have, to me, any really relevance right now, right? She should be kind of like what's that baby that we always make fun of? Power. Yes. She needs to be Yaz right now.
Damn
right?
it.
I do enjoy that actress. I think she's a very talented little girl, or teenager or whatever she is. But I don't feel like she's needed to be seen and heard so much. We need more from Meech and Terry and K9, all these other things, because that's what people are expecting to see. Because it's like I would say like 85% of the show is family. And then the other part is drugs. And it's like, it's called BMF. Like, this is a drug organization. Let me see drugs. Like, I know that sounds negative. I mean, but that's what people are tuning in to see. But I understand. Yeah, that's what they tune in to see. And when 50 pitched this to us, he didn't say it was a family drama. He never said that. He said that it's going to be about BMF. It's going to be about loosely based on what actually happened and how Meech got this whole network of people to work together who were basically enemies who were working against each other. He got them all to work together, which is
he does it by family, by making them a family. Like
yes,
Ben
by
Diesel.
making them a
That's
family.
why.
Yeah,
That's why.
And that's, you know how hard that is. He had Crips and Bloods and just all types of gang members that would be shooting each other. He got them all together. Not that I'm condoning him. I'm not saying what he did was right, but I'm just saying, how many times have you ever seen a drug dealer do that? I mean, literally.
Louis Farrakhan was able to get both gangs together.
I'm talking about and move products. And move products.
And move that product.
And move that product. Okay.
I was like, that's called UNITY.
Yes. How many times have you seen that? Most of the time, especially they were killing each other.
With us, we be killing each other.
Rick Ross.
I was like,
not to the extent of
not internationally. I mean, these guys were coast to coast.
Yes.
Like, it was a very impressive until they started,
it was huge. And it was all because Meech is a people person. He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to motivate people. He's actually would be a pretty good businessman, right? If he went legit. He probably, his business with records and stuff, or, when he was trying to be a producer, had he just added more rappers, maybe he wouldn't have gotten shot. Yeah.
Or fuck with the feds. And then they were like, we got you.
Yeah, you got one person on the label, but you got all this money coming in.
Like,
no,
the billboards did you in.
We but other than that, that's all I want to see. So
thank you, Kim. We appreciate you. Chris, sir.
I want to see
Mr. Hefner.
I want to see the next episode. I want to see Lamar doing push-ups, because now he's getting his strength back. So now he's like fully, he's there now. Matter of fact, he's probably stronger than he was before. You know what I mean? It just made him stronger. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't know what I want for this show. This goddamn show. The thing behind you, David, the picture behind you of like Detroit and then Atlanta, like do we know how many episodes this is? We're going to get
9 or 10. 9 or 10. I think it's
9
10.
or 10?
I think they got a full 10 this time.
Okay, so I guess eventually we're going to do the whole Atlanta thing. But like, they're slow moving the hell out of this. And I just need I need them to go. Okay, fine. All right. Well, they're now calling themselves BMF. Ironically, I don't even think did I hear them even say it in this episode? You know what I mean? But anyway, that's beside the point. It's just I need more substance and less less parents, especially the bum. I was all right with the fight. Like, okay, if you want to show the tiff, like they show the tiff between like Terry and Meech, like the fight scene we saw at the movie theater. okay, that's cool. But then y'all throw this other stuff, whatever. I need just more of like y'all, like everybody pretty much said, the drug dealing, like BMF, like people who tune in for BMF knows what's up. You start off on the pilot episode. The very first scene we see is the whole thing with Meech, like growing up with Meech or whatever, stuff that's going on with the organization. But y'all turning this into Seventh Heaven. Like, what? No, man, dude. Like, no, like give us, like, it's gonna sound weird to say this. I'm gonna sound like Pookie from New Jack City, but give us the drugs. Like, give us the drug. Like, I you know what I mean? Just I need. It's just I need this to be BMF and not just
F.
And not just BF, Black Family. I need to be Black Mafia Family and not Black Family. All right, and that's what y'all.
Our family matters.
BF. You know, if next episode is like this, my background is going to be BF. Straight up, it's going to be big. No, seriously. If episode 3 that, I'm changing my background to just BF.
All right, man.
Straight up, because that's all it is right at the moment. So that's all I got. Yeah.
All right.
But to your
Lamar
point,
will be fully healed though. So
Michael Myers is already fine. He's gonna put on some clothes. He's gonna have somehow he's gonna have an arm sling for about 3 minutes, and then he's gonna be fine. But I mean, he already choked somebody
he
out.
don't need an arm sling. He choked the dude out. Remember?
That's right. He don't got the arm sling. Respect against the arm sling. Damn it. Anyway, that colostomy bag is gonna cause him a problem when he goes when he finds gets himself a girlfriend.
Well, when he was laying on that ground, that colostomy, I think that thing has burst all over his
That's
body.
what I'm saying. Oh, he's covering his own shit. I don't even know what's happening. And he got anyway. We get off track. Jamani, you were saying something?
Oh, I was just gonna say, to Chris's point, New Jack City. It was basically two brothers, a story of two brothers. I didn't know anything about either one of their families, and you just kept it to drug dealing. That's more or less what this story should be. More like New Jack City.
That's how Sugar Hill was. Remember Sugar Hill?
Yeah.
Sugar Hill was two brothers, and they put a little bit of family in there, but then most of it was drug dealing.
They kept that shit moving.
Yep.
Can you tell me about DMS? DMF, I'm assuming. My knowledge is like a drug organization. My phone, my mobile suspect this. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, all right. So I will say thank you guys very much for watching.
DMX?
I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. You figured it out, chat him. Anyway, I would say looking at the show, we are talking about it. I feel like the structure of the show should have been what they did with House of the Dragon. First season is backstory. First season is we were broke, we were kids. By end of episode 10 of first season, they are BMF and they're moving to Atlanta and shit's moving. And season 2 is the story. And that would have been fine. Like I think that would have been a good structure. And we have the adult actors. I mean, these are great actors, but we need the grown ass men who are going to be end up going to jail soon. Once they get there, and I think that would have been a good structure for the show. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. We appreciate you. If you're in the chat, again, like on the video, comment on the video, share the video. We got more stuff coming for you. Speaking about drug dealing and nakedness, I don't know how sure this is connected. I'm just trying to tie this together. We're gonna talk about all the Queen's Men after this. That's some silly shit. And then we're gonna talk about Ruthless, even more silliness. But we're gonna enjoy it. That's what we're gonna do. Stacey and I are gonna be together for a while. And then tomorrow we got what? We got Godfather of Harlem coming back, another drug dealer of the community who also reached across with heroin instead of cocaine. And we got Your Honor. Will also be tomorrow. Bastards didn't pay. Anyway, so we got,
wait a minute. So is Your Honor? Is it the whole season or just
no? Just first episode.
Okay.
Oh, is it online now? I mean, is it available?
Yeah. I just watched it.
Oh shit! Thanks.
Yeah, man.
I would have forgot. Damn.
Okay, you'll see. Hey, they got 9 episodes left. So let's just say that. I don't know what the fuck I want. I'm like, what?
This is gonna be American. Do you think we're gonna get American Gigolo?
No, it won't.
It won't be that.
Okay. I don't know. I'm saving my judgment to episode 3 because I don't. It's a lot of things happening. It's a lot of things.
Why did he have to reference that show and put that in my head after?
It's on the same network.
Damn it. I was like, it's a lot of things happening. But anyway, guys, again, we'll do that tomorrow. We might do Mayor of Kingstown if that premieres online. Stacey and I might do that. And then
Kingstown.
Monday, Jeremy Renner.
Is that a new show?
Nah, season 2. It was on
Season 2.
Amazon Plus. Not Amazon. Excuse me. Paramount Plus.
Amazon Plus.
Paramount Plus. Everybody got a plus. Paramount Plus. Season 1. It's a good show. Hey Siri, BMF. April 1993. What? Anyway, all right, guys. Anyway, see y'all around. I'll see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. For what? Your Honor.
Yeah.
And Godfather Harlem. Oh, are you guys doing Godfather Harlem too?
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you doing Godfather of Harlem too? I can't remember.
Maybe if I'm caught up with the second season. Or we don't. So
it's a lot. We'll send out the emails to see what happens.
We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Later, guys.